think we are doing her live. Wait, where's the thing gone? Ugh. It's not giving me the thing. Right, well. Hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. I'm trying to figure out where the hell you are. Phone, shut up. God, I swear to God, as soon as I turn off Do Not Disturb mode, everything goes mental. Right. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Where is it? It's supposed to be here, where I can see it. There it is. Jesus Christ, that took a long time. Shut up, Bob. Right. Hello, everyone. Etc., etc., etc. I've already said the intro. How are we doing this fine day? That is a day of a week. That, is a Monday. How are you doing? Bitch. Oh, she's giving me a good stare and a smile. Knowing.
I'm okay. Just tired.
How is your Brian doing? It is very big. My Brian is huge and is the biggest Brian of all the Brians in the world. I don't know why there were 21 people waiting for this stream. I was quite surprised.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's normally about 10. And I don't know. There's something about me having that big Brian that really appeals to people. So, yeah. I have no fucking... Nothing really happened last week. It was a very, very bland week.
That's because of the kids.
Yeah.
Still doing homeschooling.
They've gone back to school this week. Their school had the old mini teachers out with Rona, so we had to do homeschooling, which was many joys, especially when you're trying to fucking work and they refuse to do anything. Yeah, some days they would fly through all their work, and some days they'd be stuck on the same question for like an hour.
An hour? 4 hours?
I was trying to make my children look less,
Yeah, like, but they have issues.
I know they have issues, but the thing is, when they sit down and concentrate, they're fine. It's just they can't concentrate sometimes. It's not their fault, but it is a little bit frustrating. But yeah, so we really couldn't really do much, but there wasn't much going on. I don't know. I don't even know what's going on at the moment, apart from the politics stuff, but I just don't care. Although the memings on the Twitters and on the other places are quite a lot of fun. People just absolutely losing their shit left, right, and centre. But no. I guess a lot of that comes up for me because I follow a few religious accounts. One of them is called Escaping Atheism, which is just the fucking worst. It is run by a fella named Dean Esme that you may have heard of. He's somewhat known for being the MGTOW thing, when that was something anybody cared about. And he says a lot of stupid things, but he's very religious. And he says some really fucking dumb things. Especially, this whole idea of calling himself Escaping Atheism is to make you think, oh, he's one of them there ex-atheists. No, I don't think he's ever been an atheist. It's fucking hilarious. Escaping what? Escaping atheism. Atheism. Where you believe in hay.
I'm staring at the German word and I'm really trying hard to work out what it means. I know Arbeit means work and that's about it.
I don't know. I've turned your bit that you usually read into live. You're not wearing glasses at the moment.
I can't see that over there. I can read that bit, not that bit.
Because I can actually tell that you can't see just by how you look at it. It's like,
that is
the drool.
Over there's a blurry mess. Over here I can see.
Very religious and big dumbs kind of go hand in hand.
I
want to be fair and like go, no, that's not strictly true, but it does happen a lot. But I think any extreme sort of, if you believe something intensely, for which there is little to no evidence, you're gonna have very stupid opinions about it. That's not supposed to be making noise. Desktop audio.
Is it me?
No, a light box is... Oh, I've realised why. Because I'm wearing headphones like an idiot. I always do that. I sit there, clamped head, thinking, oh god, my head's uncomfortable, and then I realise I'm wearing my fucking headphones. I'm too committed to the cause to escape from it.
Oh.
Yeah, like the concept.
Alright, okay. Cuts means short, okay. Okay. So part-time work, okay.
Short-time work. I like that. Yeah. If you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything. What? If you don't believe in something, you'll fall for... What? That doesn't make any sense. If you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything.
What?
I don't know. I'm not religious. I'm a Christian. I was born that way. Okay. I hope you're trolling, because that's fucking hilarious.
Because of the kids that they have issues with concentrating and stuff.
Yeah.
She said to me the other day that they don't understand my emotional issues. I think it's because they're a Christian school. And I was like, like, religion has nothing to do with
being dozy. Oh, fuck off, Tusk. Don't engage, people. Don't engage.
Fine,
And if he wants to ask you a question about his finger, just again, don't engage. Flat Mars society when? Right now. It's so flat. Have you seen it? It's just a big
Mars
circle.
Mars isn't flat. Mars is flesh.
It can be both.
Flat flesh.
Flap. Mars flaps. Mars are flaps. Like the movie. I thought my phone was going off again. Oh, someone's sending me a message. What do they want?
Is it me?
I got a watch this video link from a random person that I do occasionally talk to randomly, and then they're just like afterwards, do not click that link. I have been the hacked. So I don't see the point in Facebook scamming. I mean, I'm sure there's some. I'm sure that I'm just not seeing the sort of end game of it. But what the fuck can you actually do with someone's Facebook account apart from steal their Farmville carrots or whatever the fuck you do? Do people play Farmville anymore?
No.
Probably not.
The only thing I use Facebook.
Candy Crush.
I use Facebook for the memes.
Yeah. It's useful for the memes.
Like cats with powerful auras. That's pretty good.
I mean, to be fair, you could probably find very similar things on Twitter.
Disapproving corgis. I'm a part of that one.
Oh, fuck it. That just shot out of my glass.
Yeah, you peed yourself.
No, I whiskied my crotch. Thank you very much. You saw it. You can't just fucking...
Oh, God, that's bad.
It is really bad. It really looks like wee too. I poured it into a glass and it just shot from one side of the glass and went whoop. How does the physics of that even work? I poured it right in. It shouldn't be possible. I defied the... I mean, whiskey is magic, so I guess that makes sense. It's... And there's people like Bert Ehrman. I think he's a closet Christian. Am I alone in that? The one thing that fucking drives me balmy is the weird... I do find it very confusing watching a person who... Like the guy I covered, the Andrew Tate, who is just a fucking idiot. Jesus Christ, like amazing idiot skills. But this idea of becoming religious out of choice is something that I find very baffling, because you either believe it or you don't. Like, how do you choose to believe in something? I can't square that with my brain. I believe what I believe, and I disbelieve what I disbelieve. And it's... I got an e-boyfriend today, did you?
Oh, that's nice of you.
Was he just like a big fuck off E?
How...
And he walked in.
Eat!
You've been fucking around with Sesame Street again, haven't you? Fuck's sake, Boss Tuba.
How much did it cost, Boss Tuba?
It cost 70.
Jesus Christ.
I've never seen more hatred in her eyes than at that moment.
That was bad.
That was fucking amazing, and you loved it. That's one of my favourite things to do. It's something that I'll say from time to time, but I don't want to be funny. I don't want to be really funny. I want to be just funny enough that you're upset that you found what I said amusing.
Yeah,
that's the ideal level.
That's basically very frequent.
I just want you to be upset that you even thought about laughing at the thing I said. That's my ideal place. I want to spread as much pain and suffering throughout the universe as I possibly can, because it's funny.
See, I can't take that seriously. Someone who's called sarcastic barman. Everything they say is sarcastic.
Would you like a drink? Thank you for your patronage. I didn't piss in that glass. And neither one of us knows how e-dating works. Are you talking about me and you, or your magic E?
You should do 6 tips on dating, though.
Oh man, I do need to make the 6 dating tips.
Yeah.
I just need to find a place to put it. I wish I was more comfortable. Like, just making random sketch comedy is something that I am very interested in doing, but it's finding sort of the time. Because it takes a really long time to write that stuff. Like, for a much smaller... A much smaller video that YouTube is like, nah, I'm not going to share that with anyone, and no one fucking clicks on it. It does kind of defeat. That's why I need to find somewhere to integrate it into. What I really should do is do shitloads of them, and then integrate them all into various videos, and then release like a best of compilation. Actually, I've wanted to do a best of compilation for ages, but who has the fucking time? I have literally hundreds of bastard videos, especially after the last year, where I've doubled that fucking output.
Barman says, I has all the drink. That's why he's allowed to be sarcastic.
I has all the drink.
He's allowed to be sarcastic, so you have to cope with it in order to get a drink.
Sorry, I missed the last 2 TSTPs. Have some money.
Thanks, Susie.
You didn't have to. I like it. I like money, though. But, yeah. Fucking task, Jesus Christ. Yeah, how dare you, Susie? Why did you miss the last 2? I could have... Oh, no. See, I see her... Because anybody who turns up for the first hour of my comments of a new video, I've said this before. It used to be in one of my things, but I don't know where to add it and it not sound fucking lame. But I try and answer all the first hour of comments. I literally sit there after I publish. It's partially sort of a coping mechanism, because otherwise I just sit there refreshing the video to see how many views it's getting in the first hour, which is really fucking bad for my mental health and my mental state. Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, it's Streamlabs one.
Oh. Might I suggest r/kids are fucking stupid to see real child idiocy. Yeah. And it goes with r/adults are fucking stupid and r/humans are fucking stupid. Is that... Oh my god, if there isn't, I need to make r/kill the humans, because, I mean, it needs to be done, but I'm not going to do it. I'm too lazy.
Bye.
Who doesn't like money? Boss tuber, communists. Oh no, communisms. The plural. If you are communist, you are communisms. Tip 1, don't pull out your todger in the middle of a restaurant on the first date. Took me a dozen or so times to work that one out. I mean, it's only because they don't notice that you're pulling your balls out and just leaving them hanging there. They think it's part of like a fancy thing, or perhaps you have such a large pair of testicles that people mistake it for a sporran. How do you get the restaurants to let you back in, though? He just barges the door down with his dick. I mean, that's what I do. You right?
Yeah.
Did you have a nice wee? Thumbs up. I did. It's all on my pants. And it's not whiskey, apparently.
I need to get these off.
I get a small amount of comments and enjoy replying to them, but I feel like it was horrible to keep up with if I had loads. There's only so many you could do. That's why I do an hour, and then I respond to a random one. Because basically, when I have the creator app on my phone, and it shows me like the 3 most recent, and occasionally I'll look at those and go, haha, that was funny, or someone will just be a massive arsehole and I'll feel the need to respond in kind. But yeah, that's a great idea for Reddit. Yes. We'll start actually figuring out how to kill all humans, because it needs to be done. TSTP. Tusk, Saw, and Tainted Pinky. Is it your pinky?
I'm surprised it hasn't spread, to be honest.
I told you I don't believe it. I think it's a lie. I think
it's not a lie.
I think he's
trapped in a time loop, and he's just reliving an infected finger over and over.
It's the same finger every day,
yeah.
And at the end of the day, it drops off, and he's like, oh,
and
like
then
having a nice slash.
And then time restarts.
Yeah. 99% of humans dying is good. I mean, I don't know. Who would clean up after me? Who's Richard? Oh, what does TSTP stand for? Serious question. You know how I say, welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people? Yeah. TSTP. I was really proud of that when I came out with it, because it gives me carte blanche to be as shit as I want, which is basically as shit as this. And yet, still you turn up. Don't understand. The serpent from Genesis did nothing wrong, and not just because he didn't exist in the first place. Like, giving that he existed, and you want to, like... I can't think of the fucking word for it. But yeah.
Wow.
Say him existing is a given, and the story of the Bible is true. God doesn't come off particularly well. Especially at the start. Lie, lie, lie. Oh, you'll die. Lie, lie, lie. Oh, I was being poetic. Fuck off, you lying cunt. Next time I lie to someone, I'm going to tell them that I was talking in allegory. When I said I did not boff thy sister, I actually meant she loved it. I also like the term boff for having sex. Mrs. Sick, what are you doing in my swamp?
Jerking off.
I mean, isn't that where everybody goes to jerk off?
The swamp.
Then why do you think it's so swampy?
Oh my god. So much fluid.
Oof. Oh, so gooey, so smelly. Oh god, it makes so much sense. Swamps are just full of jizz. Jesus. Well, the serpent didn't do anything wrong. He just gave Eve a choice. It was her choice. She was wrong. Richard hates women. We knew it. Yes, comrade. Death is spiritual death. Ignorance is peace, war, etc., etc. Bang. Live. How'd the big Brian happen? Well, you see, I'm really smart, right? And my Brian just got bigger and bigger until it fell out and walked off and started a cult.
So you're saying that he is the Messiah?
He's not just the Messiah. He's also a very naughty boy. Explains this. Oh shit, that fucking works as well. I've just realised. I didn't even mean to make that joke. I'm fucking amazing. Because of Life of Brian.
That was my joke, knobhead. That's why I said Messiah.
Yeah. But...
Oh, you mean you didn't put it in a video?
I don't know.
This is why you need to consult me on shit.
Your mum. Anyway, it's just the starting a cult thing.
I should start a cult.
What would your cult entail?
People bringing me food so I don't have to get up.
But why? Why are they bringing you food? What makes you so special in this cult? And make sure it's something interesting. I don't want it just because you can talk to God. Because that's fucking lame. That's all the rest of them.
I don't know. I have magical armpit hair. I don't know.
Ooh, what does it do?
it lick my armpits and it makes you tingle downstairs for a bit.
What happens if you eat some of it?
Full on orgasm, multiple orgasms.
So you
See, if you want a cult to work, make it about sex.
I mean, there are a lot of sex cults.
Yeah.
I mean,
but who has magical armpits that can make people multiple orgasms?
I mean, as long as you are masturbating at the same time, and and all this other prerequisites. But as you're about to come, if you lick my armpit, the armpit makes you come. Ew, gross. I mean, yeah, that's the fucking point. I'm trying to think what my cult would be.
Probably something to do with whiskey.
See, that's what they want. That's the obvious path. I wouldn't go obvious.
Fat fighters. There you go.
Or just fucking Little Britain's version of Weight Watchers. Welcome to Fat Fighters. What we do here is we do the half-calorie diet. So you take everything, you cut in half, it's half the calories. You can have twice as much. That wouldn't work. That's why you're fat. I fucking love that so much. Can't remember his name. I wanted to call him Matt Smith, but it's not Matt Smith, is it? It's Matt something else. Bald Matt. He plays an excellent bastard. There wasn't much setup, not gonna lie. Don't know what you're talking about, but there we go.
That's what she said.
My cult. It would be a cult of personality in that I would take people's personalities, put them in a box, and then I would sell it to Eastern European mobsters.
Why?
I don't know. But if I could, I would.
You wouldn't make a lot.
How do you know? A box of personality? Imagine the possibilities.
You need to get a country that's rich.
Like, imagine it was possible.
What country is particularly rich?
I thought you were going to go with what country is particularly lacking in personality.
No.
And I would have gone with Stains.
Eastern Europeans make great company because they're fantastic drinkers.
That sounds a little bit stereotyping.
I know one Eastern European.
And he drinks like a fish.
She. And yes, she does drink like a fish.
I mean,
she drinks vodka like it's water.
That has been my experience of Polish people, is they can absolutely hammer you under the table with vodka at the very least. They're half the calories, you can have twice as much. Me making 8. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Look, your cult's shite because at least mine's got orgasms, multiple orgasms.
That is a shit cult. Okay, personality box and orgasms. I mean, not all cults have to have orgasms.
Have you ever had a multiple orgasm?
No, I'm not a woman.
Then you're missing out.
Yeah, obviously. It's one of my favourite. The best things about being a man and the best things about being a woman. And fuck it, while we're here, let us know what do you think, dependent on your specific gender or otherwise. What is the best thing about being a whatever the fuck you are? But one of the things I thought the best thing about being a man was can pee anywhere, and the best thing about being a woman was multiple orgasms. I was like, I feel like I trade. Peeing anywhere is actually kind of lame. I'm in with the missus. Right? I'd like to be a girl for one day.
Why one day?
We guys can have multiple orgasms, just saying.
You can, but
But doesn't it involve equipment? Generally, at least.
You don't need equipment. You can just...
The pokey bum wank.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's really great, like, your G-spot's up that bit.
It's generally more challenging. I'll put it that way. How's it going this evening? It's fine, Joshua.
Oily Josh.
Oily Josh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, being able to piss standing up. And that is part of can pee anywhere.
Yeah, that's rubbish though.
Jesus, why?
Sitting down is so much more comfortable. You get to sit down. Yeah, it's for like 30 seconds at the absolute most, but you get to sit down.
Oh, you're right, Team Skeptic. How you doing, mate?
Oh god, I like the whole shiwi thing. Like for female truckers, fantastic,
brilliant idea.
Absolute brilliant idea.
For in the middle of a restaurant onto the table, gonna get yourself kicked out. Have to say, it's a bit rude. People aren't huge fans, but it is impressive. Also,
nice sound.
That is a nice sound. Also, what do you call them? Letterboxes. Shiwis. Fantastic. In fact, if you're a bloke, even still. Because getting your cock slammed into a letterbox is...
Oh, especially ones that have like a spring on them.
Yeah, those ones that just slam shut. Fuck me. You don't do that twice. After 40, men regularly get the finger up the bum from a nurse. I think that might just be you.
You're going to have that.
You don't... Look at your face.
Oh, God. I don't know why, but ever since I've turned 30, both of my parents feel the urge to tell me all this weird medical shit that they've gone through, which is kind of gross.
Thanks,
my dad told me, I went to the doctors. I went, oh, you all right? Was it for your asthma? And he went,
no, it's for my ass.
No, it's for prostate. I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to know. He's like, we're cold. And I'm like, no! Can you stop?
I liked how Billy Connolly put getting a prostate exam. He says a prostate, it's up your bum, and it's like a little donut, and he's there to check that it hasn't turned into a bagel. And I was just like, that's good. Chinese finger traps. Are we talking about arseholes? Oh, god damn it. Stuck again. It's suction. I got my cock stuck in a window once. Giggity. Were you in the process of committing some kind of crime?
Is that one of these porns where there's like women, oh no, I'm stuck under the bed.
Oh no,
I
am stuck in a chair. Oh no, I'm stuck in this gigantic fucking hole that no one could possibly get trapped in.
Oh no, I got stuck in a cardboard box. What am I going to do?
Oh no, my hand is trapped in a fucking jar of pickles.
I honestly don't get it. I don't get why that would be a fetish, but it is. But yeah, that is weird.
Oh no, I'm stuck in a loveless marriage.
That's a high five moment.
Next time, tell all about your pap smear back to your dad. Oh yeah, Dad, I had my boobs checked and my bits done. They even they got a drill. I don't know where I'm going with that, I'll be honest.
Isn't that American thing they call it a pap test?
What might that be? I don't know.
Because in UK,
you mean a cervical smear?
We call it smear test.
A smear.
Smear.
Pap. Ambiguous. Smear.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And they open you up with that ice cream, like, scoop
Unless
thing.
in America, it actually goes, pap. Pap. Well, they just say it really loud to cover up the sound. Pap. Oh, yeah, that's why it's called pap smear. It just makes that, pap. That's coming, you're saying that, no? This is my flawless American accent.
I caught my girlfriend watching a video the other day and have come to the conclusion there isn't enough whiskey in the world for anyone to do a video on. The Chris and Holly show.
That sounds like something really...
Oh, that sounds so normie.
God, it wasn't even porn, was it? This was... Like, you could just show me the most fucked up porn and I'd be like, oh...
Is this like, oh, let's sit down and watch The Bachelor type of bullshit? Oh, God, no. I'd rather die.
You could show me something horrifically, brutally disgusting and I'll be like, oh, don't show me that. But you show me some normie shit and I'm like, oh, God. I fucking hate it so much.
We were playing Monopoly with the kids.
Oh god, that game is so fucking
And
boring.
I could see, right, as soon as you sat down, you were glazing over, and then 20 minutes into it, you had this look in your face like, oh my god, please kill me now.
So, oh god, if someone had come along and smashed me in the head with a sledgehammer, I'd have been so happy. Fucking, oh my god. I didn't realise how much I hated board games. I had assumed that I was just not that into them, but yeah, I fucking hate them. I'm just not a board game person. Can't even comprehend how anybody
Would you
likes
prefer a
them.
finger up your ass or a camera?
Depends on the camera or the finger.
Cameras, I don't know, I guess. Like, yeah.
You know, Mike...
What would be better if it was a male doctor doing it or a female doctor doing it? Which one do you think would be better?
As an assumption, I would think it would be the female doctor.
Slender hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Or shovel hands for a man.
But it might be Hammer Finger Jane. The ends of all of her fingers are just like
or you can get
much bigger.
Or Gorilla John with his big sausage fingers.
Or Dainty John.
Dainty John.
With his tiny little baby hands.
Oh my god.
Although he has to reach all the way. When are you face reveals, Mr. Sick? Or Mrs. I mean, she'll tell you which...
I'm already on Twitter. My face is on there. If you want to see my ugly mug, it's there.
But my face reveal is after 10 million subscribers. I raised the amount because...
You keep raising it.
Mostly because it's funny. But yeah, I'm American. I say pap. Is that right? Pap. What when you smear your your pap?
When you smear the cervix.
More like board games dabs epically. More like I'm but right. For fuck's sake. Yeah. Actually, talking of normie shit, fucking hell. I decided to have a go at an EA game at the weekend, which was Need for Speed Heat. And that has an unskippable intro cutscene, and it's just fucking full of constant normies, and the main fucking characters you get to choose between are all colossal dickhead looking people. And I got so fucking angry, I was just sat there steaming over the fact that I couldn't skip half these cutscenes full of irredeemable pricks.
My Twitter is Mrs_sick. It's fairly straightforward. It says Mrs. Sick and a picture of a spoon next to it.
Buys 10 million subbots. Please don't. God, I'd fucking hate that. I would absolutely despise having 10 million subs and just no one fucking watching. I like having...
I don't know why you want to see my face. It's not impressive.
There's nothing special about it.
No.
Just my dick slapping it. No, not on Twitter.
And I think the picture I put up, I looked tired as shit in it because it was a winter photo.
Please don't do a face reveal. You'll shatter my illusion of you being handsome. I am so fucking handsome. It's just, it's ridiculous. That's not a realistic goal. At least we made the goal 100k subs before the end of the year. At least we scheme. Trying to figure out what that... I'm assuming it's a typo, but I cannot figure out for the life of me what it was supposed to be.
She has a good face.
A good face?
Yeah, like a plank of wood. A good piece of wood.
A good solid face. You could build a house out of it.
Yeah, a good foundation.
Foundation face. In fact, how far underground can we put it before we don't have to see it ever again? His handsomeness will break... Exactly. You'll all kill yourself because you're like, well, I could never stand up for that.
Is this like an Indiana Jones moment?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what do you think's in the Ark of the Covenant? It's just a photo of me.
How can I look at you then?
Because you're special.
Special.
I was going to say needs. That's unfair. But if you did a face review, a cube of flesh with a hole in the middle. Oh, that's true. That's very true. Very handsome cube of flesh. But to be fair, as I've alluded to many times, what I am changes week to week because A, I forget. I forget what I've done, and B,
you forget like 5 minutes ago.
And B, I find it amusing that there's no There's no real Sir Sick canon, apart from whiskey, but I do genuinely really like whiskey, so that was going to be part of the quote-unquote character.
Oh.
What?
I don't know, someone called Nathan McKenzie followed me.
Just now?
And he's fine.
Maybe it's a person just now. Or was that a while ago?
No, it's just now.
Ah. Apparently you're fine. I didn't see that. You just fucking flashed your...
He's gorgeous, look at him.
Oh, that's a heck of a smile. Fair enough.
Yes! Come on, princess.
The other canon in this... I want to kill all humans. Everybody wants to kill all humans. Have you met humans? They fucking suck.
Oh my god, someone sent me cats. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so
Found you. I was already following you. Did you get drunk, Captain Quinn?
You're so cute.
And you've got a cat. You start looking at pictures of cats and suddenly the cat is on you. You're going to be in one of the upcoming videos, aren't you?
You're going to be in a pie. Yes, you are.
Oh, that too. Oh, cat pie. We Scheme is a fellow YouTuber. Okay. Fair enough. I just thought that was a really, really, really strange typo.
Meow, meow.
But I wanted to get to 50,000 by the end of the year. That wasn't looking like it was going to do it, but it's probably not going to do it, but it's way closer than I thought. Basically, I was like, this is going to be the year of Sir Sick, and then fucking Rona happened and really, really hit me hard at the start of the year.
That is why you don't announce anything.
Yeah, never say you want anything, and then the universe... Well, when the universe comes along and disappoints you anyway, at least no one will know how disappointed you are.
She's my ginger princess.
You want some pussy pie?
Yes, you are.
Pussy, 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 pussy pie. Meow. Yeah? Oh, you purring. Yeah? Don't know if you heard that. Hey, baby. Yeah? Wow, you are just very chill today.
Hello,
Wee.
Loki. Hello. I can't read that. I've got my glasses on. I can barely read. The colours are horrible on this. I can't read shite.
What do you want? Are you going to get to 100k by the end of the year? Almost certainly not.
Undead Commander.
It would, if... I mean, there are things where YouTube just goes completely mental and you gain more subs than you ever thought possible in a ridiculously short amount of time. But at this point, I hold out no hope of that ever happening again. It might, but I just assume that it won't. And if it does, that'd be a nice bonus. But right now, I've got stability and steady growth, and I'm more than happy with that. I had a couple of months back there where the steady growth was definitely on the decline because of some fuck up on YouTube's end that everyone was having.
I have ordinary names for my cat, like Phenonic.
Phenonic? Someone said...
Phenonic.
And Sven.
Sven.
Shit, our cat's name is Simon.
I just shout cat at the cat. That's what I do.
Alright. I've known people go from 1k to 100k. Yeah, I mean, it happens. If something catches on and the algorithm goes nuts, it's brilliant. But it's impossible to predict. It's why you'll find a lot of people will do one video that will go completely nuts, and then they'll keep trying to catch that magic. Doesn't happen. That's not how YouTube works, which is why now, regardless of how well a specific video does, I just carry on as if it hasn't happened. And maybe that's to my detriment. Maybe I would get more out of things, but honestly, I prefer growth that I can understand. I would love a huge uptick in subscribers, but if I didn't understand how it would work, it just made me anxious. Some conspiratard has voted this video. Voted it what? And also, there's nothing to this. I can imagine there are people who come to these and go, this is bullshit, and then they fucking leave angrily, which I always find quite hilarious. But other than that, yeah. These fucking streams get like 2,000 views on average now, which completely fucking baffles me. Like, who even? I know some people like to listen to them while they're driving and stuff, but that... Speaking of baffling, I need a piss. You're going to say something, so why don't you back up? Allow me the freedom to pee. Oh, you wouldn't even move your chair.
I don't need to move the chair.
Because I am going to do it.
Can't you squeeze past that?
No! Fuck you.
Yeah, YouTube is an asshole when it comes to things like notifications and stuff. A lot of people find it's beneficial if you unsub, resub, and then click the bell and then unclick it and click it again type stuff. Their system is wank. And for some reason it just doesn't work particularly well, so you have to keep rechecking or reminding yourself of things. You know, maybe have a post-it note like a normal person when Sick puts his videos up. If you want to ask me questions, now is the time. If you want to know things about Sick, that's fine, because I literally don't give a shit. I know he does, because he's a paranoid asshole. How did someone dislike this amazing stream? I know, right? Absolute sacrilege. People like to peek behind the curtain. That's me! I'm a curtain twitcher. I'm always looking at what the neighbours are up to.
That was a good wee wee.
You have a go at me for checking on the neighbours.
Oh, what, being nosy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's nosy. You're such a curtain twitcher.
It's nice to know what's going on in the neighbourhood.
The only thing I enjoy is a good fight. Especially when it's out on the street.
Well, the last fight... Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking deck you, mate.
The last fight we saw was a guy and his girlfriend, and he was pushing her around.
Oh, no, I didn't like that. I like it when guys shout at each other. Or occasionally guys and girls shout at each other. I don't like physical altercations because that's not good. I love your spoon stories.
Okay.
They like the spoon stuff.
At least someone does.
I think a lot of people do. Your latest video.
I mean that I don't like them.
But you don't hate them either, which is basically you
every
like
time
them.
every time I make one, I'm like, God, this is crap, and then I upload it anyway because I'm lazy, so I upload it anyway, and people like it, and I'm like, why though? And I think it's probably similar to what you have with your videos.
This is bullshit. Stays angrily. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Matt Lucas. That was a callback. Okay.
Hey. I forgot his name. No doubt I won't get anything from who I am sub to, but I'll get everything that's got to do with the election, which has been the biggest joke in American history. I mean, it's annoying when there's something that everyone else is interested in. Do
you peek at Christmas presents? I used to.
As a kid, I used to go hunting. Me and my brother would go hunting, and we would find them.
Because my mum loves Christmas, and she puts the Christmas tree up, and all the presents are under it and stuff like that. And then after a few years, she realised that me and my sister was peeking, so she started storing the more impressive presents in the attic.
Yeah.
Just so that we couldn't find them.
There's a story that one of my teachers used to tell. I don't know how true it is, or if it's just one of those sort of urban myth type stories that they took as their own. But it always stuck with me, which was, she said, I would go looking for my Christmas presents every year, and every year I would not be surprised by the present. And my mum would... Because that's the thing, as I said with my... I sent my brother a Quest 2 because I wanted to get someone this year a really good present because we were so disappointed with everybody else who doesn't seem to give a shit what we get them. And he needed a pick-me-up, and there was many justifications. Half birthday present, half Christmas present, all that crap. So I thought it's a good idea. And I spent a lot of time making sure that he didn't know what he was getting. And he was convinced he was getting a T-shirt. And when he opened the box and he phones me up and goes, "What did you do?" And I will ride that high. Every time I need a little pick-me-up, I just think of that. And it was a great moment. And that kind of shit is exactly why you don't want your kids finding their Christmas present and then they open it up and go, yeah, this is what I was expecting. And they might be happy that they're getting it, but it's not the same thing as opening something up and finding, oh my God, you got me that fucking present. That thing that I asked for, that thing that I wanted.
I can't remember ever having that as a kid, though. But then again, my mum was really bad at picking up on my cues. As in really obvious things. I said, I want
badge
this.
It.
I want this.
Clip it.
I want to badge it for
Badge it,
ages.
which makes badges.
To make
you
your
got
own,
clip it, which makes cancer.
You can make your own badges with it, and like the pin badges.
I think I had badge it as well.
And she got me clip it, which was you had
that little slide-on plastic clips that don't stay on anything.
Slide-on plastic clips on it, and the badges weren't waterproof like badge it was.
Yeah, wasn't it also that it just had a bunch of things that you made you just clipped it together and that was it.
And it was really bad. It was basically discount budget, but I was so disappointed. And I was like, ever since then, I'm like, if my kids ask me for something
specific,
if they specifically ask, I want this thing, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get them that because
she gets our kids what they ask for, which is just super fucking annoying. The worst thing about being an adult as well is that almost never, apart from if you're my very lucky brother, you don't get things that you want of significant value. You don't get that the N64 moment or the PlayStation moment or whatever thing. I mean, for me, I wanted a PlayStation when I was little, and I got one for Christmas, and it was fucking awesome.
See, Dad, I love surprises. I absolutely love a surprise. But when I was a kid, 95% of the time, I never got what I asked for Christmas. Yeah. So anytime I opened it,
so she didn't get surprised. Well, they were surprising.
It was more.
It was a surprise.
Yeah.
To be so disappointed.
But a lot of the time, it was a letdown. And then when I turned, I think it was like 14 or something, and my dad basically stopped getting me presents, and he asked me what I wanted. Yeah. I liked those.
Yeah. Got things you wanted, shockingly. Yeah. Quite amazing. But the hated Christmas growing up. My family's a bunch of dumbs and hate each other, so it was always misery. Now with my own family and 2 sons, I love Christmas. I can imagine. Except the little shits are getting more expensive every year.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, ours haven't really asked for anything too outrageous.
They ask other people for things that are expensive.
Yeah.
They ask Grandma and Granddad for expensive things. They don't ask us.
I mean, to be fair, like most of what we get them.
First thing they said was to my mum. They said, I want a Hatchimal.
Hatchimals. Oh God, the Hatchimals they got.
And they were the first ones they got, which was last year. They were really bad. They were like, God, they have so many different varieties of them.
They've got this one that's another kind of toy that they've also received that kind of toy before. These little plastic balls. Now, if you've ever been out into that nature thing people talk about all the time, you'll find that you get this one plant or multiple plants, I don't know, but it has little green balls and you'll find them all over your...
Sticky buds.
Sticky buds or whatever you call them locally.
Also called cleavers.
Yeah, whatever you... Little tiny, and they're a little bit annoying and they can be quite hard to get off. Yeah, some fucking Satan-worshipping piece of goddamn human garbage who is the reason I will blow up this planet one day, made a version of that, but out of plastic, really big, and it sticks to your hair.
Yeah, it had these...
And not just sticks to your hair,
it's basically a ball of, like, strands that come out from a centre point.
You mispronounced. Hate. It's a ball of hate.
And they have tiny little hooks on each end of the strand, and there's like at least 100 on one of these balls. And, oh God, they get stuck in hair, they get stuck on...
We've now made it a policy, if anyone buys us those... We're going to tell them that you could either return it or it's going in the bin because we are not having those fucking things in our house.
The kids got them stuck in their hair instantly. And, they're a pain in the ass to get out.
They are fucking awful. And whoever created them is definitely Hitler. Nature. I've climbed Snowdon, Scarfell and Ben Nevis.
Well, good for you.
No, not good for him. I bet it was knackering. Fuck that shit.
But have you ever...
I know I'm getting you for Christmas.
But have you ever walked a plank on the edge of a skyscraper?
Yeah, have you ever played Richie's Plank Experience? Way more exhilarating. She can't fucking do it.
No,
it's
I can't
hilarious.
do it.
She can look out of the fucking thing and go, nope.
I get vertigo, so I can't do it.
Yeah. But, yeah, getting nice Christmas present for the kids. They ask us, they want games from us, which is really, really simple to do. Because I just buy them on GOG and then they can have a copy each. In fact, they get a lot. They've got what I would have fucking loved as a kid, which is they've got their own computers. Half decent ones. One's capable of doing modern stuff. Easily capable.
Oh, I like it. One of the kids, she constantly tells me about Terraria. And she really wants me to play it with her, but I can't. I don't like.
You're not keen on Terraria because it's more about fighting than building.
No, I don't like 2D games.
Why don't you? What?
Like they annoy me.
I'm offended.
Like I can tolerate them, but I don't like them. And
she doesn't like 2D. She's too young for me, bros.
and but she's constantly trying to get me to play it, and I'm like, I don't like it. I'm like, I can't cope with it. I like to move through things, not along things.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, but you can do this in it, and you can do this.
Terraria is fucking amazing.
And the Eye of Cthulhu, that's your theme. And I was like,
what?
What the hell's my theme? And she went, scary. I went, oh, because I like horror movies. And she went, yeah.
That's fair.
And I went, and she went, yeah, that's about fair. But yeah, she's constantly trying to get me to play it. And...
yeah, I fucking love Terraria, and the kids love Terraria. Although they'd fucking...
But she'll go off on one, like, she goes, well, journey mode is this and this and this, and this boss... and this boss does this, and this item does this, and her eyes are wide when she's talking about it. She's so passionate when she's talking about it.
As someone who likes that game, and games in general, I glaze over when the girls start talking to me about Terraria non-stop. It's like, most of that I already know, and but you can't... I don't want to like discourage them from having an interest in something and
I'll
being verbose
listen
about
to
it.
But
fucking hell, I'm so bored.
I'll listen to her. I ain't got a clue what she's talking about, but I'll listen to it.
Yeah, it's yeah. Christmas could be a bit screwed. BBC and my friend owns a trucking company, telling me stuff is still in lines of ships waiting to be docked and unloaded. With Ox stuff still not landed. Wow. I mean, that stuff, I guess that's stuff from other places. Oh no, because I've got a Griffiths card coming and still hasn't arrived. I've gone from 124th in line. Some of you will be able to guess what I'm waiting for. I justified it to myself because I haven't upgraded my my main rig. Well, I have upgraded it multiple times, but I haven't upgraded the graphics in a while. And they look attractive and sexy, and they'll make my videos render faster, which is what really matters, and not the shiny graphics in video games. But yeah, I was in 124th place when I managed to get a pre-order in, and I'm now in 90th after fucking, 3 months? It's not gone fast.
I still think that by the time my birthday comes around, you'll probably get it by then.
Yay! It's not going to be in time for Cyberpunk, I know that much. Which I'm kind of okay with, because Cyberpunk's going to take fucking ages to beat.
I was really hyped for Cyberpunk when it first and I was watching all the trailers and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my god, this looks awesome. And then they're like, oh, it's delayed and delayed again and again.
There is something about...
and I'm like, the hype's gone now. I don't really care anymore.
I mean, I think the hype will roll back up once you know it's coming out, and you'll be like, okay, now it's like the exciting game. Well, I make videos, so the one that helps with that, not the one that doesn't. And also, I've been waiting 3 months, not a week. So, put on your detective hats, Dan. Hats? Yes. 2 Hat Dan. Dan Hatfield. Field of hats.
Oh my god.
That's your new thing now. I've decided. But proud father moment. Missed what that is. I just got Outer Worlds fucking awesome. It's been out for fucking ages. It's quite good. It's not as good as we'd hoped. We didn't finish it because we got a bit bored. Do you know what we have been playing? I mean, since it's coming to potentially the end of the stream, or whether or not we keep going, I don't know. Death Stranding. Now, a lot of people go, oh, that game's fucking boring. Don't know why. Really like it. Just wandering around, making deliveries, building roads. Holy shit. If you find that game annoying, build the roads. It takes a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, but once you start building them, it comes easier and easier to build more and more.
I think it's because you're getting older and you're more into that type of thing, because we've been playing Satisfactory a lot as well.
Oh, Satisfactory. Holy shit, my dudes. Satisfactory is so fucking... You can travel in tubes. We just built our first tube travel system between two areas. We completely fucking ruined the natural habitat of a big bastard who kept trying to kill us. But I beat him to death while you fed me berries.
Yeah.
This is a true story. She fed me berries. I beat it to death, ran off, got more berries from her, carried on beating it to death, finally killed the fucking thing. And then we just... It lived in this little valley, and at one point you were looking for a big flat area to build. And I said, do you know what would look really cool? It's if you built it in that valley, just covering it up. So now the valley underneath it is all really horrible and smoky and gross. It's proper... She's proper... Final Fantasy reference, but like Midgard it, if you get what we mean by that. It's great, and it's got this... I didn't expect it to be quite as big as it was.
Oh, yeah.
This huge empty flat land for building stuff, which you have now half filled. But yeah, that is Hyperloops. I don't know. The PC game Below Zero been delayed due to console version's not finished, and it's meant to be a launch title, but the PC version should be gold next week or so. I don't know what that is.
I've seen it advertised.
Good night, Captain Quinn.
Bye-bye.
Name 5 continents. Incontinence. No, I'm stoked. That's
Uncontinence.
Recontinence.
Discontinence.
And continents. So there you go. I win. Looking forward to Halo crossplay. I do have the Halos. I am also quite interested in a... with the Xbox Series X/S, you can get them for £30 a month or £20 a month or whatever your regional equivalent is with their Ultimate Game Pass thing. You get the console like you would a phone. 2-year contract, and then you own it, and that's actually quite appealing to me, especially since today I found out that I didn't know this, but since the Xbox One, they have something called developer mode that you can activate on any of them for any reason, and it just lets you install apps that people have made, including emulators, and that's actually pretty cool. So basically, it turns the Xboxes into a legitimate emulation machine. I say legitimate, but you know what I mean. So, Subnautica Below Zero. Oh! Subnautica Below Zero has been out on PC for fucking ages. Unless you mean because it's not... Do you mean, like, not in early access? Because fair enough, but you've been able to play it. I've played some Subnautica, and I didn't get very far in it before I went and did something else. But I have a lot of fucking games. I have 2,700 Steam games alone, as well as multiple games on multiple services. Just because I buy fucking... Well, I used to buy bundles. I don't actually buy them that often anymore. Although I do still have Humble Monthly, which is just adding 10 to 12 new games to my fucking library every month as well. So that's still going up. And I do buy games occasionally. But, yeah. Shut up, phone. Right, up to you. Do you want to keep going? More drink? Or...
Yeah, sure. I'm only watching Mr. Robot, so it's not, like, important.
Mr. Roboto. Dome Oregato. What's funny is people aren't very bright talking about how smart they are. I mean, who's doing that?
I'm a smart boy.
I mean, I know that I'm a fucking idiot. And I know that most people are almost as much of an idiot as me. Are we doing another hour? Because I gotta sleep. Good night.
Bye.
Alright, see you later, mate. Subnautica Below Zero is early access, but this week they should be putting in the bits that stops you triggering the end finish of the PC games. Pardon me. Where's the bottle gone? There. Oh. I apologise for burping right next to your head.
ASMR.
Did I put
Oh
more?
God. You know, because like I get some proper weird shit on my YouTube feed.
Yeah.
I've been having loads of lesbian TikToks and things like that.
I can't remember if I put whiskey in either of these.
Yes, you did.
Which one? Both of them?
Both of them. I
Okay.
saw you.
I don't know. I might have to add another shot.
No,
It's fine.
you don't need to.
But I don't remember.
But yeah, I've also been getting ASMR videos. It's like, we'll lull you to sleep with French ASMR. And it's some random skinny bird, and she's doing like a weird sexy pose on the thumbnail, and I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Kick his trick. Oh, well,
What?
I fucking fucked it up already. It's something like, shut up, cat.
Cat ASMR.
Kick his lol sliptards owned ASMR. It's like that's your usual YouTube video title. With the word vomit in the title. That's not my phone. That's your phone, you fucking bastard. What be happening here? Why has YouTube recommended me here? Because, Stephen Thomas. Which is it?
Apparently you're a terrible person then.
Yeah, this is a terrible stream for terrible people, so that YouTube must hate you. I've just realised that I got confused. You're in the tall, skinny glass for ladies, and I'm in the squat, fat glass for fat bastards. Who also happen to be extremely attractive. What are you drinking? Today we're gone for a classic, simple Jack Daniels, because litre bottles were cheap at the moment. It's mostly what I go... whiskey. But specifically
How
just
much
Jack
whiskey
Daniels.
do I need to watch 2 minutes of Spirit Science? Oh, God.
Fucking hell, do you have that much money? Jesus, you must be fucking loaded if you're asking that question. I mean, if you have to ask, you can't afford it, kind of thing. Hey, cat, why are you sticking your tiny little knives in my knee? That does kind of hurt, dude. I wish you would... Ow, stop.
Here.
There you go, stab her. She deserves it.
It doesn't hurt when she uses her claws. But then again, I am a masochist, so...
Watch One Strange Thing on YouTube. Recommendations. Mess for 6 months. Yeah.
Thing is, I don't watch lesbian TikToks. They just keep turning up.
See, I hear lesbian TikToks and I think of the song from Beavis and Butthead Do America. Which is called Lesbian Seagull. Because they had that fucking hippie teacher that they hated. Jameson is your favourite whiskey, where it certainly fucking isn't mine. Of all the whiskies, I can drink basically anything. I'm not a big fan of the scotches that have the peaty flavour, because I don't like the flavour of medicine / TCP. It's disgusting. And I can't drink Jameson, or any Irish whiskey for that matter, because it makes me very, very sick, because I drank a whole bottle to myself one evening and was very violently ill. Clever, I know. It was nice before I hated it. I don't know. I haven't tried it in a while. Maybe I've gotten over it, but I doubt it.
I own a bar in New York City. How much whiskey would I have to ship to Sir Sick to have my logo in the background above the burning city?
For a whole episode.
A burning city?
I think he means the castle. I don't know how much you got.
I like money.
I mean, I like money more than I like whiskey, because money gets you whiskey. Whiskey rarely gets you money. In fact, it usually just gets you in trouble. It only gets you money if you sell it, and I'm not selling my fucking whiskey. Unless I trade it for more whiskey, which that's the fucking trick. Use whiskey to generate double whiskey. That's the life hack I'm really looking for.
The kids haven't found porn on the internet. They're way too more occupied watching.
Bollocks.
What's that? Dougie, of whatever it's called.
Oh, what, the dog?
The dog cartoon for 4-year-olds. They've been watching that a lot recently.
I don't know. It's quite engaging. I find out.
Yeah, I know. They sit there watching it, going, and I'm like, aren't you a bit old for this? And they just carry on watching it anyway.
They only watch. They only don't watch Peppa Pig because of peer pressure. And I think Peppa Pig is amazing. I know some people fucking hate it, but it's got some genuinely good jokes in it that make me fucking laugh.
Some parents saying that they don't like it because it's teaching their kids to be back-talking, arrogant twats.
Yeah. Which I think your parenting is turning them into back-talking, arrogant twats. So, maybe do a better one of those. One of the things I read about Peppa Pig...
Tango, I had an aversion to rum since my 18th birthday.
I now have a bus pass. Oh, fuck. What happened? I'm assuming some kind of car accident or something. I have 2 Doc Martin boots. It's a paradox. So, they're Doc Martens? I don't...
There's a Doc Martin and a Doc Martens.
I don't know. I know there used to be a...
British slang is so funny. Wow, what did I say?
British slang isn't funny, it's correct. And whatever you find funny, it's just you laughing at your own ignorance. Haha. Owned.
I don't know. I don't know what I said. What was so funny?
Funny, probably.
Oh,
and then
God.
by gone, we had a right good do, as you always do.
The kids talk more like he does.
Yeah, thank God.
And getting them to talk like I do is hilarious. Because they call
say butter, and they're like, butter. And you're like, no, say butter. Butter.
One of my favourite ones is they call me mummy. And I'm like, no, call me mummy. And they're like, mummy. Oh my God. That's how I sound.
No, call me this noise. And then you're surprised when they make that noise at you. And like, actually go back to mummy. Mummy dearest. Mummy. Oh God, one of my favourite South Park jokes is all of the celebrity kids turn up and they're trying, Mr. Garrison's trying to get rid of them because they're rich. And their kids, like Will Smith's kids, like, Daddy, do another film. Daddy, we need another swimming pool, Daddy, please do another we can't live without a tennis court. And they're just these horrible little posh twats. And I feel like that's a little bit more accurate than it has any right to be. Oh, good. Who's sending me messages?
Oh, Welsh whiskey. Have you ever had Welsh whiskey?
Is it made of Welsh people?
Pendergrin. Pendragon?
Are you my mummy? No, Larry. No, I'm not. I'm your daddy. No, wait. Let's not go there. Let's not go there, shall we? Is that a reference to Doctor Who with Christopher Eccleston? Because I feel like it is. He turns whiskey into urine. He turns water into fine. That's sexy Jesus. How much whiskey can Sir Six sip if Sir Six slip in whiskey sip tawny? Is that like supposed to be a tongue twister, or is that just like a genuine
You're
question?
quite good with tongue twisters, though.
Sometimes.
I'm really crap with them.
You're like...
Then again, like, I stutter anyway.
The one I always get is the woodchuck one, because I always go, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood chuck? which the chuck chuck bit isn't in it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, my brain's like, yeah, but it has to say chuck chuck.
I like how you say chuck.
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 Chuck. Hey up, Chuck.
I have said that before.
I know, you've entered the room and gone, hey up, Chuck. When I hear up, Chuck, though, I just think of vomit.
Up, Chuck.
Hey.
Yeah.
Vomit. That's what you enter the room and just tell me to throw up.
Up, Chuck.
Which, I mean, I can do on relative command. I mean, it involves I can't, like, just vomit. Can you imagine just being able to throw up at will? Just go... That would be...
There's probably people who could do
that.
that.
Yeah, there's absolutely people who could do that. And I kind of wish I could.
Stephen, I smell Yorkshire.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell a fucking Yorkshire man.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Hey up. How do?
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell piss. Must be a Yorkshire man. Yeah, she looks offended.
I smell the pee.
Are you a Yorkshire man?
Yeah.
No, you're a Yorkshire person, you fucking racist.
Look at the beard.
Your beard is not as impressive as mine, so you shut your mouth.
Should we laser your beard?
No. Because I look shit without facial hair.
True.
I look like a potato. A very handsome potato. But a potato nonetheless. Like, imagine the just sexiest potato you've ever seen.
Damn, that's a
Well,
fine potato.
I would eat it, but I think I'm going to shove this in me. I say now then. And there's also the mines. Going down the mines.
I really like that one.
So I can't remember what that was from. It's just these guys all sat in a circle. So the other one was the guy saying about how they had it worse as a child.
Wasn't that Harry Enfield thing?
I think it was a few people. Harry Enfield and some other comedy guys. It was like, oh, you think you had it bad.
That potato's looking kind of thick.
Channing Tatum. He looks like a potato entirely, but a sexy one.
Potato.
Who is?
He does have a big head though.
I can actually see what you mean by kind of looks like a potato, but also it doesn't look bad. But still, you would say potato. Well, God, one of my favourite. I've said this to people as well. It's from a game. In fact, because you were saying Yorkshire accent earlier, it's the accent I always think of when I think of Yorkshire accents. Is the fucking factory owner from Beneath the Steel Sky.
Oh yeah.
Lass, who chews on all his words. It's fucking great. But there's a line in that game about how the main character's like, how didn't anybody recognise me? And said, he has a little robot friend that said, you have no personality, no distinguishing characteristics.
Josh,
you are Mr. Potato Head.
Joshua is 31 and he gets carded if he shaves.
Oh, baby fat. Even
I kept getting carded.
And that's why she stopped shaving her beard.
And I think it was like when I was 28.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, fuck me.
But I just gave up.
Move, I need to wee on Channing Tatum. He's my new bae. Oh my goodness. Oh, you just gave up on life.
Yeah, I used to get ID'd a lot. And then I just gave up and made sick buy me things instead. Because every time I went in, I'd just get carded constantly. And it pissed me off. And, I've had IDs in the past, but I either lose them or I just can't remember where I put it down, but I was pretty sure it was in that drawer, but it's not anymore. And then, I just gave up. Yes. Okay. can't start twit bullying of us Barnsley folk when we are of tan unsocial drinking. I'm not from Barnsley, so that doesn't. Barnsley accent is a little bit thicker than mine, and they pause a lot between their words, and yeah. I had a few friends in Barnsley, and oh god, every time they talk, it's like, "You all right, love? How's it going?" Oh my god.
What?
Barnsley people.
What about them?
Their accent, they pause between the words.
Oh god. Just reminded me
Like,
of Auntie
"How
Donna's.
do, love?"
How do, love, I am Barnsley, but 5,000.
Barnsley bot 5,000.
5,000. We have a second brain in the stomach. No joke. I have many.
You have brain cells in your digestive system.
Yeah, and I have brains in my stomach as well.
Yeah. You
From all the
also
eating.
have brain cells in your heart, which is why your heart is supposed to ache when you have emotional stuff.
No, I don't have any brain cells in my heart.
No, but you do get
I don't have
anxiety
a
in your
heart.
chest.
Yeah, that's all I have in there.
You don't have a heart. It's just a lump of fat in there.
Wow, fuck you. I always get carded too. I'm 30, I hate it. I don't even have a card to show, so I have to take my passport if I expect to get carded. And are you like me and you have a passport that you got when you were like 14? So you just got this little baby face.
Yeah, mine's...
Because that's the only form of ID I have, and it's ridiculous.
Mine was when I was 9, but I still have the same
You
face.
actually look like your ID.
I have
weird.
a slightly larger face, but my face looks exactly the same as when I was 9.
Well, it's impossible to tell because it's a fucking photo, so it basically looks the same. Yeah. Whereas I have much less of a beard when I was that age.
Oh, you look...
I have some beautiful curtains.
You look absolutely adorable in
I
your
look-
passport
I
photo.
look really good. Of course, there's that's my old one. I have a newer one than that. And in that one, that has gone... But that one makes me look like an Eastern European
My favourite
terrorist.
Yorkshire word has to be birthday.
Hmm?
Birthday.
Oh. Birthday.
Birthday.
Birth-
Oh yeah, birthday. That's
Birthday.
it. That's a Barnsley thing.
Birthday. Birthday. There you go. I am mastering this fucking language. It's basically a series of grunts and
Oh my
bops.
god, they have Shatner vocalization syndrome. Yes, that is Barnsley for you.
There's something on the wing. Something. Yeah, you gotta love that shanacting. Isn't that basically what Calculon is? He basically acts like William Shatner does most of the time.
Birthday.
Oh no, that's Zap Brannigan, not Brap Zanigan. His evil alter ego.
I thought that said Drew Donut then. God, I can't bloody see out.
Drew Donut. You are the best. I'm the best Brianer. I know that much. It's very important stuff.
Oh my god, his picture is a cat.
Been following your channel for a while now. Amazed you can still make videos on all these woo-woo idiots.
Oh god, there's so many of them. This non-stop stream of shite.
There is basically an unlimited supply. Sometimes it can be quite difficult. That's something I was going to do is like ask anybody who wants to support the channel but, you know, doesn't feel like they could do it financially. Always just go look for a couple of stupid videos. Like, think of a subject that someone's got a fucking infinitely, you know, dense brain take on.
We still need to do...
Try and find...
You still need to do something on German New Medicine.
But it's all in German.
There is English things
There
now.
is English
it's getting
thing.
popular in America.
I've seen the English things, and they're so lacking any... I think...
if anybody wants to do
any
any German
beef.
translation...
There's some... Yeah, it's not quite there in terms of what I want. What I find really, really funny. It's just like general, like there's the basics of any woo where it's just like but they're not really making any claims or any substantial claims.
A lot of people are sharing their favourite Yorkshire word. Nobody.
Nobody.
No.
Nobody. Sounds Italian. He is a massive nobody. He has the knob on his head. He's a fucking dickhead. Yes. But yeah. If you can find something, and basically anything with a significant claim to it is what I generally like. Sometimes people send me things and it's these fucking hours long streams which are full of bullshit, but it's often so tame and so nonsensical, and they don't get to the good stuff until like 4 hours in, and I ain't looking for that shit. I don't have time. So I like
German New Medicine is a fantastic thing where it's just kind of average woo looking type stuff, and then look, the guy who invented it thinks everything like the Jews are against him or something, and it's just insane.
Yeah, there's some real fucking insanity behind it, and generally speaking, like, yeah, sometimes very occasionally someone who has outrageously ridiculous opinions actually comes up with a good idea, and it's like you just have to separate the two. But most of the time, if they have crazy, outrageous opinions, they have stupid fucking ideas.
Like the guy who invented homeopathy.
Poke.
Oh, you poked my boobies.
No, I poked between your boobies.
Right.
I poked the negative space.
The guy who made homeopathy, before it was popularised, I guess, but before it was really well known, he promoted the idea of eating healthy, exercising regularly, and general like being in nature helps your mental health and stuff. And he promoted that, and which is fine. And that's one of the things the homeopathists promote. He promoted this before it was even popular by modern doctors, and you're like, yeah, but they do it now. He also promoted drinking water and saying it was magic. And
they don't promote that. Almost like they took a thing, like say he was the progenitor of that idea. Yeah, we take people's ideas that are good.
He was one of the first. There was many of them, but he was one of the first ones to promote it.
But honestly, that was probably just a guess. I have a regular digestive tract. I poo every morning at 7. Problem is, I don't get up till 9. Fuck's sake. Oh, that's awful. But funny too. I think Jeff Holiday did. I don't think Miles has done one on German New Medicine, I feel like. But yeah, like.
But yeah, it's one of those things that is just batshit.
Yeah. I just haven't seen anything that makes me go, fucking hell, that's hysterically funny, and I can make all the funnies about that. It's mostly just like...
It is quite serious. It's not one of the funny ones.
It's not even that. It's about making claims about reality. That's what I like. What?
Water plus Bible domestic violence equals homeopathy.
What? We can't figure out what the fuck you're going for. I mean, essential oils are biblical. Well, not essential oils. I mean, anything, I guess.
Well, with homeopathy, you can basically put anything in it because it's diluted so much that it doesn't actually fucking matter. You can put a bit of curtain in there, a bit of foot fungus, don't actually matter because they'll dilute it enough.
Well, I mean, it is supposed to be like makes like, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So you can't just go...
Well, that's the thing, though. Originally, the guy who did it, his dilutions were actually not as bad. But as time went on, he kept changing the how the thing worked. And he was like, my method... And all the doctors were against him saying, yeah, your method is bullshit. It doesn't work. And like, no, I'll prove it to you. You can dilute this 100 times and it will still work because of whatever bullshit reason he came up with.
Dorb, did you just get here? I think he just got here. I just checked.
Who?
Dorb. Demon Orb.
Oh, no, he's been here a while.
Has he?
Yeah.
Why is he being so quiet then? Angry. And also not noticing things. Mad. Oh my god, that fucking cat.
If you
Completely different subject, but Mrs. showed me a video of someone who set up a bunch of buttons for their cat, and it's got like emotions and then like items they might want or activities they might want. So obviously there's a lot of food, outside and all that, but its favorite button is mad. And it's like mad food, mad outside, sound, mad.
Well, one of the ones is like he pressed the noise button, he went noise, and then he went outside, and then mad. It's like, yeah.
So we reckon basically the cat has, if this is true and it's all.
Well, the cat's been trained, so like cats. The thing is this thing though, like
sorry.
Like animals do,
blended in
to a certain extent. Animals are around us constantly. Of course, they're going to pick up certain languages. They just can't communicate back.
Yeah.
But the problem is, the way that they communicate would probably not be on the same comprehension as languages to us.
They're going to have the comprehension of like
it's the same with dogs and the buttons thing. Like, but
a 3 or 4 year old, if you're lucky.
They have like that kind of comprehension. So having simple words helps. And this cat in particular called Billy, she is obsessed with the mad button.
What I was saying is that like the cat obviously understands mad is a negative emotion, but seems to think that mad means all negative emotion. So I feel bad means mad. So it just makes it hilarious. It's like
I am slightly uncomfortable. Mad.
I'm pretty sure there's one where it asked for like cuddles and strokes. It went mad. What do you want? Strokes. It's like, I am just angry about, unless it's either that or that cat is just so constantly pissed off. Just everything. A bit like you when it's like the middle of winter and it's just everything is shit.
Yeah.
And then you're just like mad, sad.
Oh god, people are bringing up Joseph Smith. Fuck's sake.
Joseph Smith, that's the fucking Mormon one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who said, I have these magical tablets, but you're not allowed to look at them. You just have to believe me.
I mean, it's so beautifully like, my God's totally real.
The thing that I like about it the most was he was a well-known con man before he pulled this stunt. And people still believed him.
I've heard people say, oh, it's actually more believable because he was a con man that he then found the word of God. It's like, no, that actually makes it way, way less believable.
Fuck.
Maybe the cat was an incel, fuck's sake. But cat is the doom slayer. Mad. Food. Mad.
Outside. Opens window. Inside.
Demons. Mad. Angels. Mad. Just everything. He's the stupid guy who somehow tricked a lot of people. I mean, I assume he wasn't stupid. Never assume that someone who is scamming...
The thing about being a confidence man or woman, you tend to have to be very quick-witted. You need to be able to lie on the fly very quickly and to make up bullshit that covers your ass. So, yeah, you're going to have a certain level of intelligence in order to do that.
Homeopathic dynamite must be shit.
Isn't that just a spray ball? Mad.
This building is taking forever to fucking implode. I mean, I've used the most powerful explosive possible. You know, there's a billionth of a micro flake.
Have you released that video yet?
Released what video yet?
The woman who puts things on things and says it makes it...
have I released the Healy one? Yes.
Yeah, the Healy one. That's the one I was on about.
Yeah. You didn't want to spoil.
Yeah.
No spoilers. Yeah, the Healy one is just...
The Healy
one... Someone sent me that a number of times and I can see fucking why. Because it was so fucking stupid. And the thing is, because it's a product, there was this anxiety in me that either, I don't know, but I realize, like, it is an absolute scam, and I don't think that they're going to do anything because they fucking know it's a scam. And I don't know, but I worry about stupid shit. But at the end of the day, I believe it's a scam, and I'm not going to fucking lie about what I believe about a product. I'm going to say this fucking shit is a scam.
Stupid wasn't implying his intelligence, it was implying the view of his value. Yeah, I guess, like, if you're a con man, there's going to be a certain level.
You can say stupid shit.
There's a certain level that you've got to know.
I mean, a snake oil salesman is selling a stupid idea. But the assumption is that they don't believe it. And that they just... But there is the thing where you buy your own bullshit. And that does happen. People will legitimately make something up and go, yeah, da-da. And then other people will believe their bullshit so much, they go, oh, I must...
One of the weird things about the human condition is that you can buy into your own lie very easily.
There is... I can't remember what exact field it is. It's like... there's a thing with people who do cold reading.
Yeah.
There's people who do it who know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And then there's people who do it who started off knowing it was bullshit. And then there's a word for it that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Cognitive dissonance?
No. There's a word for people who specifically started doing it fakely.
Oh, and then believed
and they've
it.
turned, like, it's a derogatory term, and it's like one of those things, like, yeah, cold reading, like, it's like really interesting if you know much about it.
As well, you get people who are naturally
very good at reading
people because they're actually quite empathetic, but the thing with that is there's a line where you have to realise. Just because you are really good at reading facial expressions on people doesn't mean you have magic powers.
Or just because you log every little piece.
I've had a few friends who said they're empaths and that they can sense people's emotions from miles away and shit like that.
Well, you've got your mum's friend who is a blind psychic.
Oh yeah.
And you when we first met, your story was always, you know, I'm a bit skeptical, but this guy's fucking legit. Because he came into my house one day, and I was there. This is a guy, my mum sees him all the time.
Oh, you didn't see me? That's the thing.
No, he didn't see you, but that doesn't matter.
No.
And this was my argument. So he didn't see you, and you didn't put two and two together.
That's the thing, though. I never met him until, like...
One day.
Years later, when we randomly bumped into him in the supermarket, and Mum was like, "Oh my god, hi" to him, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And my mum, one of the, oh god, you know what my mum's like? She's a prankster.
Yeah.
And he was there walking around with his cane.
Right.
And she's like, "I'm gonna steal his cane," and I was like, "What the fuck, Mum?" Because I didn't know she knew him.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to steal this stranger's cane.
Yeah, and we went up to him, and realised that it's her blind psychic that she sees regularly, and
I don't know why, but I had it in my head that this was in a house.
It's in his house.
Right. Okay, I am right then.
Yeah.
Right. So you met him in the supermarket, and then thing.
No. I hadn't met him before.
Right.
My mum knows him for years.
Right.
And I met him after the reading.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Well, the question... At some point, he said...
More than likely, my mum... Because my mum's a...
Let's start with this end, where he did a thing and it was amazing.
Yeah, I need a piss.
Yeah. Right, so, the psychic... I'm not being skeptical or anything, he's just the psychic, in quotes. At some point, met Mrs. Sick with her mother, and he said, "Who's that with the fingers?" Or what, you know, something like that. And Mrs. Sick, shortly before, or some time before, had been in a car accident, and basically it fucked up the muscles on one of her arms, and she had to have a special splint and all this crap. So basically her fingers were all fucked up, And he said that, and she was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe, how would he know?" And I was just like, "Because your mum told him." She's like, "Oh no, she said she didn't." And I was like, "Yeah,
But
she fucking did.
yeah, but
she
now,
just doesn't remember."
But now, like knowing how my mum is,
Yeah.
like seeing like my mum will being with my mum, being with my mum in town, and her coming across old friends and stuff. She gives so much information.
She vomits forth everything that happened in the last 9 months.
Because I didn't realise how much information she gives to someone, like, randomly. Like, she just seen on the street. And I was like, oh my god, she just told someone, like, half the year of her story to this person.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, she's like, oh, I barely know them, I don't talk to them much. And I'm like, you just...
Well, they fucking know you.
Like, they know half of what you did this year. And I'm like, fuck me. And I didn't realise how bad she was. So after
But it was very obvious to me, because I'm not stupid.
But after
not saying that you're stupid.
No, because I used to be quite into the woo sphere, so...
I was going to say you used to be kind of dumb. I mean, you do have some blonde in your hair. It's going now.
That is self-inflicted. I did that myself.
That's self-inflicted stupidity.
My hair is really black otherwise.
But, yeah. It's one of those things. It's just like... If someone knows something that they couldn't possibly know, really think about it.
But she didn't realise how much information she gives away. But, like, she's...
Oh my god, exactly my mum.
The thing is, we've seen another psychic before. This was recommended by one of my mum's friends. So we went together to this place. And she tried to cold read me. But I'm an introvert. And I don't like talking to strangers very much. So, she sat in front of me trying to cold read me, and I'm sat there not reacting to anything. And she's like, "Oh, there's an M name, an M name." I'm like, looking at her like,
"There's
fuck?"
an
And
A
went,
name,
"Oh, not
an
M,
A name,
not M." She went, "Oh, not M, N. It's an N name." I went, "Is it my name?" And she went, "Yes, it's Nicole." And I was like,
"That's not my name."
No, no. And she went, "No." No, and she was going through all the syllables, like all the vowels. She's trying to guess my name.
And it's Nigel.
At this point,
Rogerson.
At this point in time, I was on the verge of sort of like, I was very questioning my sort of spirituality and stuff, because I was basically becoming an atheist. But I was still trying to cling on to the last thread of it, because I had my spirituality for so fucking long that it felt like I was losing a limb. And that was basically the thing that cut the arm off. Yeah. And I was like, this is
bullshit.
This is bullshit. And I was like, wow, like she is really bad. God. And she's supposed to be good.
Yeah, she came recommended.
Yeah.
Don't recommend a psychic. If you believe it, never recommend someone a psychic.
After that, because of who I am, I researched it, and I researched about cold reading, how people do it, how can people do it when they're not even aware of it. Darren Brown helped a lot with that as well. He's really good. But and other people as well. And then there was R.I.P. James Randi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole
I'm genuinely sad about that.
Yeah, he's 93, dude. That was a good age.
He was going to live forever. Do you see how much homeopathy he had? He should have been fucking immortal.
But he
probably died from fucking diabetes.
He did the whole thing where I'm going to
overdosing on NyQuil.
He did the whole thing of like, we can have. It started off with like 100,000, saying like any psychic who can prove their power.
Yeah, he built a foundation
under scientific measures.
The foundation still exists. You know, people can still get that money. All they have to do is under scientific.
Yeah, if a psychic or whatever can prove that they have a power under scientific conditions, they will get the money. And it started off with 100,000, then he upped it to 1 million. Just to make a point, basically.
It wasn't like people. You get the atheist challenge. If you can disprove God, we'll give you $1 million. It's like they don't have that fucking money. They're talking out their ass. The James Randi Foundation has the fucking money in escrow that you can. That it is real. It is there. It is totally gettable. He says that he gets a lot, and it's not just psychics. It's almost any pseudoscientific field that they recognise.
No, I'm saying, like, Tango, I was saying, like, 93 is not bad for living to that age. That's pretty good, considering how, like, my grandparents died in their 60s. That is pretty good to live that long. And considering most humans don't live past 100, that is a really good age.
But
he should live forever, yeah.
Yeah, from all the homeopathy.
Yeah, from all...
I really wanted to tweet out, but I thought, I didn't know if it was in good taste or not, and if you really, and if you care about.
Look, the $1 million challenge was closed a few years ago.
Oh.
No! How can a psychic win after 10 years of the charity being open?
What did they do with the money then? I assumed it was still open.
I'm assuming they're probably just going to put it to other projects.
A few years age. But, I mean, it should still be. There's no good reason to get rid of it. Because it's...
Yeah, but that money could go on to something more useful.
Yes, but
like,
demonstrating...
Yeah, but they made a point. That's the thing.
Yeah, but now they've stopped making that point. The thing about Woo is you have to...
Look. It's not $1 million anymore, but there's still a prize, see?
Okay.
Because $1 million is a lot of money.
$1 million is a lot. I mean, any amount of money is a lot of money. I think, like $100,000, an easy $100,000 to prove the thing that is definitely real that you do.
Didn't he show, like, footage of the psychics and stuff like that as well?
He did stuff like that. Most of the stuff was very just done privately. I think to avoid the embarrassment of the people who were doing it. I don't think he wanted to embarrass any people.
No, it's not about embarrassment. It's about proving a point.
But what he's saying, that he got a lot of what's that one where you get 2 sticks?
Dowsing rod.
Dowsing, yeah. Dowsing, not just for water, but all sorts of shit. They had a multi-stage double-blind test for dowsing, and he got so many fucking dowsers come in. Because it's one of those things that people really felt was real because of an effect, and I can't remember the exact name of it. But basically, if you hold a stick lightly, your body, you can't hold a thing still.
Well, put it this way: like, have you ever played a laser pen with a cat and hold the laser there, so the cat's like, "Oh, am I going to chase it or not?"
You'll vibrate.
You vibrate. Your hand shakes so fucking much.
There isn't a fucking.
Or have you ever hold your smartphone while you're video recording? Your hand shakes like shit.
I mean, it's more than that. It's a different thing, but you will bounce things. It's weird.
Well, the thing is,
how strong the reaction is, and that's what people.
You have when you try and hold things still, you've got arteries and blood pumping through you, and your muscles twitch, and and your bones move on their own, and everything moves.
But that's why people believe that dowsing is a real thing, because they think, oh no, it's not me doing that, it's blah.
This is coming from someone who believed in Ouija boards.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, the spirits, they said, what does it mean? Nothing. Because I'd be the person there fucking with people. Who are you? John Smith.
Cena.
John Cena. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I need to find someone who wants to do a Ouija board, because I'm like, John Cena. And then I go, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da.
You just squeaked the fuck
I did, because that's really funny.
Oh, yeah, the thing, like, oh, well, it can find water because of this thing.
Yeah.
And
Luigi boards aren't real. Waluigi boards are real.
Waluigi.
Every time you go on them, they just go, wah. That's all that. They've just got a W and an A. But Luigi boards are real, Cersei. That's a real Luigi board. You fucking, you can't keep up with my big Brian. But the guy with the moving pen. What? There was the what was it? There was a fucking one of the ones that I think it was one that he did as well, and it was a guy who could move things with his mind, and he just had like pieces of string on his hands, and he would The best one and the stupidest one that anybody fucking falls for baffles me. It's like, I can move this straw with my mind.
Oh,
They
yeah.
put down a plastic straw and stare at it and then go... Except they do it softly because, of course...
My
It's like,
uncle...
oh, fuck off.
My uncle did that when I was little in the pub.
Yeah, it's a fucking party trick that's like cute, and if you don't immediately brain it, it's a magic trick. That's what it is. I used to be able to do one where you put a coin on one hand and you flip your hands over, and then you go, oh look, it travelled up my arm and it travelled, and you throw it from one hand to the other. I knew that trick, and I called out a teacher and he was really pissed off.
Some of these like psychic people are so fucking deluded. Like the one I've seen recently was the woman who said that she contacted the spirit of her daughter who was kidnapped.
Oof.
And she said she's alive. And it turned out she wasn't alive.
And hadn't been alive for a while.
It turned out she wasn't alive for at least 2 weeks.
That is fucking depressing.
And they're like, yeah, she's definitely alive. You'll find her in this area and stuff like that. And, and it turned out that she wasn't alive. She hadn't been alive for a while. And the parents got their hopes up.
Yeah.
And then it turned out the kid was dead. And it's shit, like, people, like, psychics who try and get themselves involved in police work really piss me off.
I can only hope that they genuinely believe their own bullshit.
More than likely.
Because if you do that and you're like, this will get me some fame. Doesn't matter if I'm not right. Oh my god, the kind of scum that you must be. Just, oof. Have you looked into tulpamancy? What the fuck is a tulpamancy?
Oh god, tulpas.
Oh,
fuck me.
You know,
Yeah.
see, you need to go through your big brain list of stupid shit that you used to kind of buy into, or at least heard of.
Tulpas are basically spirits you make yourself by concentrating very hard.
Are they Pokemon?
And you can basically get, like, there's different types. Servitors are spirits that do things for you on your command, and then there's tulpas who have their own consciousness, and they become their own...
I've already gone cross-eyed.
Yeah, they basically, they become their own entity. And, and they can take the forms of animals and people also, you know, and
Also happened the other way around. Girl was still alive, but the mum died thinking she was dead because of a psychic.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but didn't she like top herself or something because
she thought a kid died?
Yeah, which just no, you're not psychic. Don't pretend you are.
But yeah, Tulpas is basically close to headmates.
Oof. We had a case here recently where during speeches or press addressing, where they have the sign language person signing, but apparently they found out that this one the state hired was a fake. There was a fucking hole to do with a guy working for, I think it was from an African country.
Oh yeah, and he said he could sign, but he couldn't.
But he was absolutely just making shit up, and everyone was like, everyone who could sign in any way, shape, or form went, "That's gibberish. That's fucking..." And it turned out the guy who did it was just out of his fucking mind. Like, was actually bonkers. That's the scientific term. Sorry. But, yeah. God, that was a whole big thing like a few years ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't that before we moved here? Or was it?
I think it was just after we moved here.
It was really, really fucked up. They'd used this person many times until people finally reported that they were signing was bullshit. God. Like, who does that? Like
it's not difficult. I've been teaching the kids some sign language. Just really fucking basic stuff. Like, hello, how are you? You know, that type of stuff. And, What?
I need to pee.
You need to pee.
I broke the seal.
We'll fix it.
It's kissed like a rose on a bridge. Or whatever the fucking song goes.
What?
I broke the seal. Ow. God, you get so in the way.
That's what I do. I'm like a cat.
Keep talking.
Oh my god, your chair is so warm. Oh, you give up. No, don't say that. It said he farted. But yeah, I've been trying to teach the kids some sign language, just really basic stuff. Partly because it helps them concentrate a little better, because they have to extra think about what remembering the signs and stuff. I'm trying to do it so they can help their recall as well, because their memory's a bit off sometimes. They're not very good at remembering things from recently, but they're good at remembering things from far back. And yeah, but the idea of just fucking someone over like that, like you're doing a service where you're in public and you're actively doing something on TV for people. Of course they're going to be able to recognise if you bullshit or not. That's amazing. What the fuck? I eat John. It's what I do. Okay. Oh, but did Six say a joke that was really bad? Yeah, I live with it. How do you think I feel?
What did I do this time?
Apparently you said something. I know wanking sign language.
Oh. Who was really bad? What? I don't know.
You said a joke that was bad.
Oh, right. Okay. You mean hilarious. Okay, cool.
I really wanted to learn sign language in school. They did
South Africa at the Mandela Memorial. And so you would think people would remember it better because of that fucking nonsense.
I tried to learn sign language in school. They put up this... They set this whole campaign up saying, oh, the school's got extra funding so we can do these extracurricular activities. And they're like, okay, so we have chess club and cheerleading and book club and learning sign language. And I was like, oh, learning sign language, that's cool. I'll do that one. Signed up for it. You have to wait 3 weeks in order to get to make sure you're on the list.
Right.
And I got a confirmation I was on the list, and I was like, brilliant. And then you wait 3 other months before they can get because they need to make sure it's popular enough for a person to come in to get they're going to bring a sign instructor in, and then they went, oh yeah, they can't make it. We're just going to cancel it anyway. Oof. And I was like, oh my god, but cheerleading? Oh my god, cheerleading was popular. Well, you could do cheerleading though. I went, no, I'd rather not prance around like a fucking tart. Thank you very much.
But no one wants to do that because it's full of assholes.
Yeah, it was full of assholes. One of the reasons.
No offense if you're into cheerleading, but no. It's the Mandela effect, sick. I know, I did a video on it and everything. Boo.
Are you sure the video wasn't just a Mandela?
Yeah, I'll delete that video right now so you all go check and it's gone. No, I wouldn't do that. That would be fucking stupid. But
Tusk, you can't learn it. You need all your fingers.
Yeah, but it would still be quite handy.
Yes.
We're not going to complete that joke for you, so now it's all fucked up. What's that? Broke the seal and sang a bad seal song. Exactly. That was the joke. I thought it was funny because I am hilarious. Oh, yeah. It was a good piss, though. I've got to admit. Got to inform the people need to know that I had a good piss.
You usually have a good piss when you drink, though.
So when I come back and I had a banging shit.
Yeah, I like how you tell me about it as well.
It's because you need to know.
This is the reason why I tell you about my bowel movements, is because you keep telling me. You're like, oh, I don't need to know. I don't need to know that. And I'm like, well, stop telling me then.
I only tell you because you get really jealous because sometimes you can't shit for weeks.
True.
Oh, had a good poo today. Had a good poo yesterday. Had 3, in fact. And you're like,
you do. You shit multiple times a day, and I don't understand how.
Because I'm a man and I know how not to waste my poo time. Less fingers should make it look bigger. Make what look big? I don't know how that would work. If they were smaller fingers, like a tiny hand, So you...
When deaf people want to have private conversations, they wear mittens.
I would have thought that would just muffle it.
It's just like...
Yeah. No one can understand you anyway. Or would you be dyslexic? No, because it would be muffled. Obviously. Bitches love cannons. Someone's been watching Van Helsing Abridged. And bitches do love cannons. You love cannons, don't you?
No.
What a bitch. Really didn't matter how you answered that. But yeah. I feel like, yeah, we're coming to the end of this stream. It's petering out, quote unquote, naturally. If you haven't watched videos, Mrs. Sick has one up. It's good.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Hey!
Stop promoting my
I've
shit.
got to promote your shit because I'm in it and that's what matters. She sold me on the idea of doing the voice work for it by lying to me. She's like, oh yeah, because we can publish it and maybe people will like it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but
I would have done it anyway.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yeah, I would.
If I said I wanted to make these little videos for myself and no one else...
I wouldn't have put as much effort into them. But...
Exactly, that's my point.
So you basically what you want from me is to put all my effort and work and skills into something, and then only you benefit from it.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a little bit selfish?
I'm your girlfriend. Yeah, I get to be...
You actually don't.
Why are you shouting at me?
That's why I don't play Minecraft with you anymore.
Mad! Are you mad? She's blinking at me. She's not mad.
Mad. Hungry. Mad. Go for a walk. I don't want to go for a walk. That involves being outside. Radical has a cannon. That means he's better than me. Damn it. His animation for the cannon is really good and I'm jealous of it.
Brandon Click, you are wrong.
What? Spoonstaff stories are so good. Yeah. They're amazing, you fucking twat.
For God's sake.
I'm not going to give you compliments, Mrs. Sick, but please do carry on. I added the do because it makes you sound like a person with a brain. Oh, that's really mean. I don't know why I felt the need to do that. Sorry, Dan. You're a nice guy. I'm just a prick. 4 mins to exactly...
Yeah, no, he tries to get it perfectly on the dot.
I did it once. I should have stopped doing streams after that, I'll be honest. That was the highlight of my entire life. No, and yeah, I am counting my kids in that. But I am going to stop. I'm going to stop at 23 and try and put in maybe an hour of writing because normally I do scripts, then record video, script, record video. And Monday is like pulling things together and making sure that everything for the week coming is done. But I've done a bit of a script today, so I want to try and get as much of that done as possible. Get myself a little bit ahead, because it definitely makes life way easier if I do that. Spoonstar stories suck. When's the next?
Hopefully,
But
at
do you
the
know
end
what?
of the month.
I will say, share them. Take them places. Share them with random people. Just say, hey, this is good. Maybe you'll like it. Because watching it is one thing, but I think we need some evangelists for it.
Like my mum, she's I'm really bored, and I'm like,
Watch my thing.
Watch my thing if you want.
She said, it's really good. I don't get it.
She went, it's really clever. I don't understand it, but it's nice.
And she said that I sound like a TV person.
No, she said that your voice sounds really smooth, which you felt uncomfortable with.
Yeah, I don't want your mum thinking of me as smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
All I want her to think is how I absolutely ruined her at Bomberman.
I like Demon of, hi, sick, gravy, penis.
Hi, sick, gravy penis. There you go. Could have just said it like that. Well, I listen to the stories more than I watch. He only gets my bit out of it. Do you know how much fucking animation is in those things?
I expected that, though.
So much.
The reason why I wanted it narrated like it was is so people can listen to it as well.
Without having, yeah. It is basically an attempt at a audiobook that you can watch.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
And they are worth watching because her visual humour is sometimes so fucking on point that it just blows my mind.
I've barely put any visual jokes in.
Yeah, put more in.
Are you okay?
I think you'll put more in as you practice it more. But
Are you okay? You're all puffy up.
Go share her videos and but I'm gonna fuck off now because it's now 11 and I'm gonna do some work instead. Thank you all for coming, and we will catch you in the next one. I have an idea for Patreon tier community cards against humanity games. That would involve more work. We'll see.